Welcome to Love Light with Dr. Jean Marie Farish. Today, we'll show you how to use the spirit of love and self-worth to improve the connections with everyone else in your life. This program is your weekly gift, and it will keep on giving. You'll see. Now, here's your host, Dr. Jean Marie Farish.
Season's greetings to our worldwide listeners tuning in on the Voice America Empowerment Channel for our very special traditional Love Light Holiday Jamboree 2024. I'm Dr. Jean Marie, your Love Light host, with guests joining me from around the world to shine love light into your hearts and homes, bringing lots of joy, goodwill, and good cheer to brighten your holiday now and throughout the new year. As we rejoice during the holiday season, witnessing the heaviness of suffering and loss around the world, may you find new birth of healing following grief, refuge from pain, replace distress with comfort and peace, and the strength to carry on. During this season of giving, let your time, attention, and resources be extended throughout the new year. There's something magical about the holiday season. As Norman Vincent Peale quotes, Christmas waves a magic wand over this world, and behold, everything is softer and more beautiful. There is a beauty that the holiday season brings forth inside and out, and we feel more connected. It's a time for reflection and to be grateful for what we have. For me, it brings bring back fond memories of childhood, family gatherings, the comfort of home, the smell of fruits and freshly baked cakes, and somehow the simplicity, as quoted by Buddha, enough is a feast. We're busy thinking and searching for the ideal gifts for loved ones, friends, co-workers, and Orin Honor offers Christmas gift suggestions. To your enemy, forgiveness. To an opponent, tolerance. To a friend, your heart. To a customer, service. To all, charity. To every child, a good example. To yourself, respect. That's profound. I just love that. And now we wish that your cup overflow with abundant blessings, peace, and love now and throughout the year. So without further ado, I welcome and present our guests joining us from around the world who will share a little bit about themselves, their special holiday message, and gifts especially for you. We bring forth now Bhavana Chawla. She's joining us from Hawaii. Bhavana inspires us to awaken to our light, and she will share a very special holiday meditation. Bhavana, welcome to Love Light, and thanks for kicking off our holiday jamboree.
Aloha, Jean, and everybody, and mahalo. Thank you for this wonderful, wonderful show and your uplifting words. I am Bhavana Chawla, intuitive healer on Kauai Island. I assist people and pets to empower themselves to heal and change their lives. Pets do have issues and concerns and a better life to live, just like humans do. And I also teach people how to cook my local island Indian food with local ingredients and cooked with love and served for nourishment and upliftment as well from the inside. But today, we have many people joining us, hopefully from around the world and around the USA, and the wonderful guests that are coming after me. And I would like all of us as a collective together to envision our world filled with harmony, joy, love, laughter, all of these delightful things that we all deserve and that are here for us. It's just a matter of opening our hearts and making the choice to say yes to the blessings that God, or whatever word for God you have, has for us. So just take a moment and go within your heart and imagine a beautiful, loving light is streaming from heaven, from the divine above, into your head and all the way down your body. And as you take in this light, it will touch upon any area with tension, disease, any stress. Just allow that light to melt away all that does not belong inside of you right now. And what comes in is more of this love, more of this light, so that you can increase your harmony, your health, confidence. And when the light goes all the way to the bottom of your feet, imagine it going below Mother Earth, even farther down where there's water and crystals deep in Mother Earth. And as the light mixes with the water and crystalline energy, take a breath and take it in all the way up into your heart, expanding even more, expanding all around your being and all the way up back, joining with the divine above. So you're so connected with the divine and with the earth. And as you continue with your days and you wake up each morning, remember to stay in the flow. The sun does not decide to rise and shine. It just does naturally and with ease. And then the night comes, and in that darkness, there are stars and there's the moon reflecting the light of the sun. Keep in mind the natural order of nature, the light, the beauty, the refreshment, and that each day is a new day. It's a new opportunity. Let's make the coming days up until Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate, solstice, Hanukkah is coming up. Have it be a time that you remember the blessings of being able to celebrate this beautiful and precious life we have. And this could be a difficult time for some people. If you are not close with family or friends and you're feeling lonely, remember, you are never alone. There are angels watching over you. There are earth angels in the form of people that would just be waiting to bless you, to be kind to you, to soothe you. It's just a matter of, like I said, opening your heart or keeping it open and allowing that love in that is there for you at any moment. So I'm sending you lots of love and light and blessings from beautiful Kauai Island to you, to wherever you are in the world. And remember the kindness, that it goes a long way. And remember that each moment is an opportunity to heal and to grow. And as we do that within and it radiates outward like the sun, it can touch people and communities, states, countries, and the entire world. We are joined together with immense waters of the ocean. So let's create ripples and waves of love, light, and joy, bringing peace to our world. We all matter. We can all make a difference together. I'm wishing you all a very, very blessed and joyful holiday season filled with delight and onward, starting our new year 2025 with more opportunities to bless our world and increase the harmony, the love, and the light. And magic, adventure, success, and abundance ahead. Much aloha to all of you, and thank you so much. Mahalo, Jean, for having me on this show.
And Bhavana, we thank you so much for that empowering and soothing holiday meditation. We invite our listeners to tune back in and hear this. You are showing us that we are a part of the healing. So many times we feel that, we're at the mercy of what's happening to us, but you have really inspired us to be a part of the change. And Bhavana, how can listeners connect with you?
Listeners can go to my website, Awaken to Your Light. And from there, you can read about more what I do, how I work with people. You can see some videos of my healing work and my beautiful cooking. So Awaken to Your Light. And you scroll down to the bottom and click on Facebook and my Instagram. And you can follow me on social media. I go live sometimes. I'm on Jean's show sometimes. I connect with people on Zoom privately and on the island. So again, awaken to your light. And that's what I would love all of you to do. Awaken to your light.
All right. Well, thank you, Bhavana, and many blessings to you and your family now and throughout the new year. Our next guest is Monica Bermudez. She encourages us to awaken and live from our sacred heart. Monica, thank you so much for your delightful presence. Please share your message for our listeners.
Oh, thank you so much, Jean, for having me back for this Love Light Holiday Jamboree for 2024. So I'm very passionate mission to break our cycles of toxic subconscious patterns at the DNA and quantum subatomic level to restore inner confidence and higher guidance, trust, and meaningful soul purpose. So the one thing I want to say, though, about this year that has been, for me, just to recap it, it's pretty much kicked my butt, to put it lightly. Because I feel like, there's a lot of inner, deeper work that I was undergoing. So as we conclude 2024, there was a lot of moments of reflection, reset, and recalibration, especially during the last Mercury retrograde of 2024. And December is actually one of my favorite months when it comes to setting intentions for the new year because of the heightened holiday spirit energy that is generated due to everybody being joyful in the holiday spirit. So in this particular month of December 2024, it is the powerful cosmic portal of manifestation because of the combination of so many energies, like having Mercury retrograde that just ended in December 15th, which was one of the most glitchiest that I've ever experienced. And also the 12/12 portal of December 12th, the solstice portal energy that we're in right now for this weekend. And then we also have two new moons in the same month. One was in December 1st and one is on New Year's Eve, December 31st. So as many astrologers will say, they will call it a black moon when they have two new moons in the same month. So new moons are all about setting intentions and manifestations. So there is a strong emphasis on that for this year in particular. It's definitely a lot more that we're being emphasized as we're entering into 2025, which I'll get into some of that. And personally for me, though, 2024 has been a much deeper ego death, or death is another way of saying transitional state. So it's a transitional state of identification with others, including family. So with that, came a lot of letting go of some friends and colleagues, business partners, and family this year. There was a lot of purging and cleaning up of the energy just to bring in this new and expansive energy that we're all, tapping into right now. Things are very accelerated, very quantum space. But it is, of course, heartbreaking as we go through this of letting go. But it is also going into this quantum space of letting it pass, as well. It's an accelerated healing as well. So at the same time, what is happening is that we're really calling back our own power. And so I realized, for me personally, that I was leaking a lot of energy, that I no longer felt the vibrational alignment with others because of this deeper internal shift that I was going through. And so, and then I've also lost a lot of this tolerance of this drama. And there is this whole new level of healthy boundaries. So it's pretty much speaking and acting with truth of fire. And fire is really what I feel is a lot of passion in it, but also like being authentic in that. So I went back to listen to the Love Light Holiday Jamboree of December 2023 here on the show. And I had said on there that 2024 would be more about healthy boundaries. And it's so accurate, because that's really what this year's been about too. It's like going into this upgraded level with our healthy boundaries, and, just really like being able to speak more of our truths that maybe we were holding back before because we were afraid that we were going to lose someone. So this is going in a much deeper way. So in that process of 2024 was a deeper activation of heart and solar plexus chakras. So I really felt there was a lot of solar plexus energy that was moving around, which is, having to do with our power center, but also in correlation to our heart chakra. So I am seeing this with so many others who reach out to me. So many people have been moving and feeling called to different locations, or they have a falling out with friends and family. It is a quantum shift of energies, and at a collective level, so many don't feel this vibrational alignment to others anymore, or into particular places. So it is a transformational state that is occurring for our ego to unite more with our higher self. Our heart is calling for something different. It's calling us back home to our soul by moving to a location that is part of our soul mission, or calling us to realign with new communities or build our own communities. In November, Pluto went into the sign of Aquarius. Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth. Aquarian energy is about communities that come together to build better sustaining communities. And none of the systems we live in now are working for us. They are not serving us. And we're in this financial world, for example, where there is like ridiculous amount of like inflation increase. And our greatest desire is to be financially free. Abundant is our birthright. So the first process is to go through an alchemical process of the union of our ego and higher self like never before. There's still an aspect of our ego that is still needed because of our physical bodies to be here on earth and be able to express our divinity through these bodies. And I call it the ego of divinity or ego of light. It is the one that works in partnership with our higher self. Our higher self is being upgraded into a unity consciousness at a quantum level to the point that we are expanding our consciousness and shifting our perception. The timelines are moving at an accelerated speed with many possibilities of different outcomes of reality shifts. It is important to align to the highest vibrational timeline within, because that is where it all starts. And as you go into 2025, keep practicing your heart flow and heart discernment. These tools are so important for 2025. We will have more shocking truths revealed, and there will maybe so many others trying to deceive or generate fear in us through social media and news outlets. And watch out for this. So we are starting to see some of that now. So it is important that we continue to attune to our own higher guidance through our hearts. You have the power to shift anything, even those who try to deceive you. You have the power to overcome any fear and toxic situation. Bathe in the love and light of your own heart. Live in your heart. And I am not speaking of your human heart. I'm speaking to your multidimensional cosmic heart within you. This is your time to shine and call back your power. No one has power over you. Let us come together like never before and make the change for New Earth. So start by making the changes within you by looking at the patterns that are toxic and are fear-based. So as we gather to celebrate this holiday season, let's take a moment to reflect on the year gone by. The challenges, the triumphs, the lessons, each one has brought us closer to who we are meant to be. The holidays are a time to pause, to connect, to appreciate the moments of joy that fill our hearts, whether it's with loved ones, friends, or even in the quiet solitude. Remember that this season is about more than just festivities. It's about gratitude, hope, and the power of togetherness.
Hey, wow, what a beautiful message, so empowering. Reflect, reset, recalibrate. And
Yes.
your message gives us hope. So it's time for us to level up. So, Monica, we really appreciate you sharing this beautiful, uplifting message, and just share with listeners how they can connect with you before we move to our next guest.
Yeah, they could.
Mhm.
You could visit my website, which is Sacred Heart Awakenings, www.sacredheartawakenings.com.
Mhm.
Or the other one that they could tune into my podcast, which is called Ascended Earth, The Transfiguration of the New Human.
Okay.
I would highly encourage listening to episode 110 that just came out, because
Okay.
there is a powerful solstice portal meditation in that. So check it out.
Okay. And those on your website, people can access any free gift offerings or whatever, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Monica. And we really appreciate you. And may you be bountifully blessed.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays, everyone.
All right. And I'm honored now to present our next guest, Rometrist Christine, joining us from Oslo, Norway. She is such a radiant and delightful person who encourages us to know and be who we truly are. Rometrist Christine, thanks so much for being here today. What would you like to share with our listeners?
It's been my pleasure, Jean Marie, and thank you, listeners, for being here wherever you are in the world. And I feel during this holiday season, there's so much I could be speaking about, but just allow me to introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. My name is Rometrist Christine. I'm an international relationship expert, host, author, and leadership and wellness coach. I am from America, but I am based in Norway. And it's always been a pleasure, Jean Marie, to be invited and to return to your show. You do so much for your listeners. You do so much for your communities. And I thank you and continue blessings for you and your work. So after a few years of just deep diving into the how and the whys of the work that I do, I found that I cocooned. I went into cocoon this past year. And in that cocoon, there was some deep soul searching. And a lot of times this cocooning happens just without your help or acknowledgement. It's something that your soul wants for you and something that you have consciously wanted in the past. But when it comes to timing, we're never in control of that. So in this deep cocooning that I've been doing this past year, I realized more and more of who I am. And that's been my motto for many years, for over 2 decades. Remember who you truly are. And once I remember who I am in that moment, I realized after a few years, I also remember who I am in that moment and then in the moments after. So I encourage all the listeners and anyone who is guided by this message to remember that we're always leveling up. We're always transforming. We're always evolving. We're always progressing. And it never ends. It's eternal. And that should be a joy for our soul. Who wants to remain stagnant? Who wants to remain the same? So I encourage everyone to embrace change, embrace growth, but most importantly, embrace the solitude, the quiet times, the cocooning. Because it's interesting that when things are happening and there's action involved, we accept that, a lot of us. But then when there's silence or when there's stagnant moments or when we feel lost, those are the times where a lot of us panic. We're like, okay, what's going on? But it's in those times where we do deep dives into our soul and we become more and more of who we are. So that's my message today. I want everyone to embrace the joy, embrace the pain, embrace the sunshine, embrace the rain, especially during the holiday season. We'll just speak of that for now because we are in the holiday season, however you celebrate it. For a lot of us, there's a lot of joy here. You know, we're celebrating with our families, you know, gifts, dinners, what have you. And then for some of us, there's loneliness and there's heaviness and there's uncertainties. And I encourage you all to embrace all of it. Embrace all of it because there's always a gift as you walk through it. A lot of us try to avoid pain. We want to embrace the joy. A lot of us want to avoid the rain, especially if we're not clothed properly, and only embrace the sunshine. But we have to embrace all ranges of emotions, all seasons. And in that, we become stronger, we become wiser, we cultivate endurance. And it's just interesting when I've come on your show in the past, Jean Marie, I feel within myself the growth and the transformations. And it's fascinating. It's really fascinating when we think we can't learn anymore, grow anymore, then we continue to do so. So cultivate giving yourself permission to rest. A lot of us are doers. We have these to-do lists, do, go, go. But do we often schedule time to rest? Yeah, if you do, great. All the power to you. But there's some of us that don't really give ourselves permission to rest. But in that rest, if you think of the word restoration is rebuilding, it's processing, it's growth, restoration. So we have to give ourselves permission and be gentle with ourselves to rest during the season. And anytime we feel that we need a break from the everyday grind of life. And as our speaker eloquently said before, it's so interesting during this time of inflation and during this time of great change for many people here in Norway and also in USA, all around the world, actually, we have to do a reset as well. A reset for me means, really go back into your way of being and ask yourself if the way that I am, the way that I think, what I believe, what I feel, does that serve me right now? Is that still my truth? We have to do inventory as well. And during the holidays, during this season and the New Year's, I love the vibration of New Year's because there is so much joy and everyone's looking forward to 2025 and what is to come, what's ahead, and what is behind and what's to be let go of and to grow from. It's an excellent time. I just love New Year's. This is the time to just do inventory to see who and what you are now and embrace change. We do change. And I think it's an excellent thing. So I feel like I would just do a brief visualization if the listeners just close your eyes and imagine all that came before, all that transpired within this past year of 2024. Okay. It'll be in your heart, not in your mind, because the mind changes, the heart is still. Okay. And imagine all that you've went through, all that has occurred. Take the joy. Mm-hmm. Then imagine the things that were challenging. Embrace those as well with just as much joy. And you see how challenging that may be, or maybe it's easy. But embrace the challenges with just as much joy as you embrace the joy. And in that, there's balance. Balance doesn't mean perfection, but take that energy of balance into the new year 2025 and have joy and be in joy and share the joy and be open to receive it. So happy holidays to everyone. I wish the best for you and continued love and blessings from Rometrist Christine.
Oh, Rometrist, thank you so much for shining your light and with that lovely message for our listeners. And we wish you and your loved ones a wonderful holiday and New Year. So now it's time for us to take a brief commercial break. So we'll return shortly with more on our Love Light Holiday Jamboree 2024 to spread holiday cheer. We'll be right back shortly.
Announcing Dr. Jean Marie Farish's new book, Love Mastery Devotion Journal, 21-day weekly prompts and affirmations. This is the companion piece to Dr. Farish's best-selling book, Living in the Spirit of Love, our natural state of being. Through the new book, we invite you to cultivate a lifestyle of love through daily devotional practices over a 21-day period, following 9 ingredients in the recipe of love. Love Mastery Devotion Journal, 21-day weekly prompts and affirmations is available on Amazon.com and Balboa Press.
Jean Marie Farish's Center for Conscious Loving, LLC, cultivates a lifestyle of love and wholehearted connections through personal growth, altruistic services, and speaking engagements. Resources include classes, workshops, life care coaching, and creative service projects with an emphasis on cultural arts. Visit the website at drjeanmariefarish-consciousloving.com. That's drjeanmariefarish-consciousloving.com. Or click the link on the Love Light show page.
Best-selling authors international news honors best-selling authors around the globe. Dr. Jean Marie Farish is featured in the newly released issue of Published magazine. To have first access to this treasured resource, go to publishedmagazine.com. Vicki Winterton and Dr. Jean Marie Farish have compiled a dynamic book, We're All in This Together, Embrace One Another, an anthology with 24 highly diverse co-authors who share how to spread the message of love, resilience, inclusivity, and compassion. This book is an invaluable source of uplifting, inspiring, and positive insights for spreading positivity in the world. We're All in This Together, Embrace One Another is available on Amazon.com. Be sure to get your copy today.
I'm Judy Satori from New Zealand. I often speak with Jean Marie on her Voice America Love Light show because, quite honestly, I believe in love and light. For 30 years, I've worked with Spirit to support people to be all that they can be, to live happy, healthy, and abundant lives. There's so much change in our world today, and this is why I have created an online Ascension library with over 1,000 sound and light recordings. They're like energy tools from Divine Source, and they've been transmitted through me for over 20 years to support us all right now. Whatever you want most in life, love, abundance, health, physical regeneration, confidence, trust, spiritual connection, and divine support, you'll find energy programs to help you create your dreams. Just visit ascensionlibrary.org or Google Judy Satori.
It's your world. Motivate, change, succeed. VoiceAmericaEmpowerment.com.
You are tuned in to Love Light with Dr. Jean Marie Farish. Feel free to connect with our program through email or check out our links on Facebook. Reach Jean at Jean72Farish@yahoo.com. That's Jean72Farish@yahoo.com. And now, back to Love Light.
Welcome back to Love Light, living in the spirit of love. I'm Dr. Jean Marie, your Love Light host, and joining me are guests from around the world here today to spice up your holiday season and with their special wishes, good cheer, and gifts on our Love Light Holiday Jamboree 2024. And now we have coming forth Julie Coraccio, who inspires us to reawaken to our brilliance. Julie, thanks for joining us. What is your message?
Greetings. I'm Julie Coraccio, the owner of Reawaken Your Brilliance. I'm thrilled to be included with Dr. Jean and our wonderful guests today. Have you made room to create what you truly desire? Do you have room in your home and your heart for a new relationship? Are you giving your feelings space they need to be expressed? Everything is energy, and if you don't create space, you might be limiting yourself, and you are a limitless being. You can't focus on what matters most if everything taking up space isn't important. When your mind, space, and heart are clear, you can focus on what needs to be done and say no to what doesn't. A clean and clear space allows you to be proactive on your priorities. Here are some quick tips to create space for 2025. Clear your physical clutter. You can't create what you desire if your space is crammed full of stuff you don't use or need, or perhaps even like. Begin to declutter your space. Be as clear as possible when you're choosing to create. Write it down and put it where you can see it to visualize. Breathe. Nap. Yes, sometimes a nap can open up the space that you need. Spend time in nature. I don't know about you, but I always feel better after I've hugged a tree. Meditate or fast. Establish a sacred space where you can regularly rest, renew, and recharge. Let go of what no longer serves you. And finally, don't jam-pack your schedule. I like to say I leave space in my day for opportunities. How are you going to create space in 2025? Learn more about me at reawakenyourbrilliance.com. If you're ready to create a space you love and a life you desire, sign up for my free newsletter and receive 10 quick tips to declutter your life right now. Here's to an amazing 2025. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be at peace, at ease, and clutter-free.
Julie, thank you so much for your inspirational message and those healthy tips to get us started now and well into the new year. So we are grateful to you and many blessings to you and your family. Our next guest is Millie Diericx. She is joining us from Mexico City. Millie helps us become more conscious by raising the vibration of love, and she shows clients how to heal themselves. Millie, thanks for joining us today. What's your message?
Hello, I'm Dr. Millie Diericx from Mexico. Thank you, Jean, for having me in your holiday jamboree and everybody for listening. I have spent 20 plus years as a therapist of alternative and energetic techniques. My own new method, bringing together all I have learned and experienced as a patient of lupus and as a therapist, is all about the expansion of consciousness, called the Konscio method. As you reflect, as we all must, on the conflicts lived through this year, take notice of all the growth that has come about through them, the lessons learned, the strength acquired. Conflict in our lives comes from our internal conflict. The only way to live in peace outside is to live in peace inside. Our most basic inner conflict is between our shadow and our light aspects. My heartfelt wish for all humanity is that we take this next step in evolution to become the magnificent beings of light we are meant to be, living in harmony with ourselves and therefore with everyone else. I'm extremely happy to report the birth of my signature program, the basic course of the Konscio method. This program is helping a lot of people to heal the core issues causing their conflicts, symptoms, problems, and obstacles. It will be launched in the US on February-March 2025, and as a special holiday gift for you today, I will give free enrollment on the program Healing from Within for anyone who writes to me through my webpage contact www.konscio.mx and mentions the Love Light Holiday Jamboree. To spread the harmony, I want to share with you a fun exercise to bring together our light and shadow aspects. First, you must make a list of things you truly hate about others, be it in their physical appearance, tone of voice, use of language, attitude, behavior, occupation, even gender. List everything that really gets under your skin about others. Then, turn that list into the characteristics of a person, as if you were writing a novel and were coming up with your villain or victim. Find a face, an image to represent them. It can be a person, a cartoon character, an animal, or anything else that represents these qualities that you dislike. Get to know this character really well, for it is your shadow side. Be aware of the times it comes out in your behavior, whether you're exhibiting the qualities of your shadow or if you're lashing out at someone who is. Create your character in detail. After you catch yourself, being or reacting to your shadow, you can start working with it. Become its friend. Listen to why it is that way. Acknowledge its hurts and fulfill its needs as if it were a child who needs your nurturing. To be complete, you have to embrace all of yourself. Accept the shadow, get to know it. After a while, it won't be a stranger anymore. It will be integrated within you, and you will have won all that energy which you spent trying to hide your shadow to actually make your dreams come true. A good test that you have actually incorporated your shadow side is when you see or hear those same people whom you dislike, and they don't irritate you anymore. They will seem like they are just human beings with their own stories and lives. When you can understand their behavior and feel empathy towards them, you will know you have achieved inner harmony. So, Merry Christmas and have fun incorporating your shadow. Hopefully, I'll see you in the program Healing from Within. Bye.
Thank you so much for your message of peace and for that exercise for inner work. We really wish you and your loved ones a magnificent holiday and New Year. Now we bring forth our next guest, Melinda Kapor. She's joining us from Lisbon, Portugal. She really emphasizes how to sustain the practice of gratitude. So, Melinda, thank you so much for being here. What's your message?
Hello, Love Light listeners. I'm happy to join you today for the Love Light Holiday Jamboree. My name is Melinda Kapor, and I'm an avid writer and photographer and author of This Time, Another Place, a book of poems. Today, I want to remind you of a profound gift we can give ourselves, and that is the present of being in the present. We rush through life, especially during this time of the year, consumed by our to-do lists and things that bother us, thinking about those things. But if we for a minute take a breath and concentrate on being present, which means fully engaging with what is happening around and within us now at this moment. I'm a visual person, and what helps for me to be present is to be aware of my surroundings, to truly look at them. And when mindful of looking, I see amazing things, like the way the light hits just so, or even little treasures along my path. For example, I notice hearts, all kinds, and oddly enough, the more I notice them, the more they appear. It can be like a stone, or a design in the coffee cup, or a shadow, a leaf, or something even more deliberate as a wire carefully bent into a perfect heart. That's what I found one time on the pavement near where I lived in Milano, Italy. It now rests on my bookshelf in Portugal, kind of as a reminder that love is here, love is around us. We just kind of have to be aware of it, that we are love and that we are loved. So now I come to another word that I mentioned, which is mindful. Think of that as mindful, F-U-L-L. When mind is full in the moment, I am able to experience life more vividly. A way to be mindful is to find pleasure in something that brings you joy, filling your mind with what you are intrigued by, for example, or something that makes you inquisitive, makes you wonder. What stimulates you? What leads you to create? Something that you truly love. This can give you personal satisfaction and keep you engaged in the present, in the now. For me, it is photography, phone photography, because my phone is always with me and I'm able to literally stop in my tracks and snap a picture. For my friend, it's something different. It's a walk with her dog. For another friend, it's creating art of another kind. But it doesn't even have to be creating. It can be somebody who enjoys studying mathematics or whatever. There's always something for a person that engages them. And that interest, if you follow that interest, you'll find that it opens doors to living a fuller life. So how can we practice being present? Just setting aside a few minutes each day to simply breathe and observe what your body is feeling and the sounds around you and the thoughts drifting through your mind. Gradually, you can incorporate this mindfulness into your daily activity. Giving ourselves this present of being in the present is a powerful gift. By finding pleasure in what brings us joy, we open doors to new experiences and encounters with like-minded people. It's funny how I enjoy writing, and by writing my book, it led me to meeting more people and we ended up doing a book together. So just follow your passion and see where it leads you. With this, I would like to wish you all a very happy new year with new experiences, new adventures. And I invite you to visit my website, melindakapor.com, spelled MELINDAKAPOR.com. There's a copy of my new poem, Kintsugi, if you just ask for it. So again, Happy New Year and all the best to you.
Well, Melinda, thank you so much for sharing your message, encouraging us how to be present, more mindful, and to find joy in our everyday life. Many blessings for a lovely holiday and abundance throughout the new year. We now bring forth Shelly Wilson, who shows us how to embrace the magic within. Shelly, welcome to Love Light. What's your message for our listeners?
This is Shelly Wilson, and I'm delighted to be a part of the Love Light Holiday Jamboree. As we know, the holiday season can be a very stressful time for a lot of people. Rather than dread the holidays and the new year and what they entail, choose to practice self-care and self-love as you thrive during this time with grace and gratitude. I have a few tips for you that are intended to energetically assist you with having a stress-free holiday or simply assist with reducing stress. Tip number 1, be here now. It's important to become aware if you're dwelling in the past or constantly thinking about the future. The now is where we create. Spending time in reflection of past experiences and considering our future is part of our human experience. We just don't want to miss out on the present moment. Tip number 2, just breathe. Breath is life force energy, and we breathe naturally autonomously. When we breathe consciously, we have the ability to modify the energy within ourselves, which in turn can affect the energy around us. This is where you can take those moments, intentionally breathe, and focus on breathing in those energies of peace and love and ease and compassion as you release anything you cannot control. Tip number 3, invest in you. This is a reminder to take that time for you and honor your emotions. Choose to make yourself a priority. So practicing self-love and self-care are extremely important for our physical health and our mental, emotional well-being. Intentionally investing time and energy in your well-being will benefit you and those around you. It will create a ripple effect. And tip number 4, strive for balance. This is a reminder to take time for you as you would take time for others. Balance giving with receiving. Balance work with rest time and play time. And there's no need to assign a ratio. Just do the best you can. So if you need some energetic support, please visit my website, shellyrwilson.com, and go to the resources page. I have many PDFs and audio files that you can access to help you practice good energetic hygiene and feel more balanced during this time. Holiday blessings to you.
Well, Shelly, thank you so much. The holiday can be stressful, and thank you for your empowering message and tips. We wish you and your family many blessings for a wonderful holiday. Next, we have Gary Stuart. He's dedicated to Constellation Healing, who helps people transform obstacles into opportunities. Gary, we're delighted to have you on our holiday jamboree. What is your message?
Hi, it's Gary Stuart here. I'm so happy to be partaking our yearly jamboree here. I'm very excited that my new book is out, Propaganda Syndrome, The Mass Manipulation of the Public Mind. It's on Amazon on ebook and paperback, and it shows how media, social media, and all media operates to actually control our thoughts and implant what they want us to think. So it's a good thing to use to wake up. And I have a limited amount of free ebooks that I can send anyone who's interested as a gift. So thank you very much. My name's Gary Stuart. I'm the author of Venus Envy as well, which was released last year. And I have a new book on AI coming in 2025. So happy holidays, continue prosperity in 2025, and blessings in everything you do. Gary Stuart here, www.ancestralintelligence.com.
All right. Thank you, Gary, for your empowering message, and congratulations on your books. We wish you an abundant blessings, and we appreciate your work to make the world better. Our next guest, Belinda Farrell, she helps people find their friggin' joy. She's the author of Find Your Friggin' Joy, certified master hypnotherapist, NLP Master Practitioner, Huna Practitioner, and Reconnective Healing Practitioner. She's been on Love Light shows on Find Your Joy, the Power of Self-Forgiveness. And Belinda says that the holiday can be stressful. She's gifting our listeners with her MP3 Enchantment Collection Dream. So you can access this on our episode page. Thank you so much for our guests for joining us today. I would like to gift our listeners with my gift, the Love Light, my Love Light Reflection Journal, for those who email me at Jean72Farish, Jean72Farish@yahoo.com with Love Light Holiday Jamboree. And you can also access my YouTube channel, Jean Marie Farish, at Love Light Living for daily inspiration, and download a free copy of the Personal Transformation Framework and begin a new page and create your life, the life you love, and your new love story at Jean Marie Farish, ConsciousLoving.com. And we're ready to kind of close out our show. We are so delighted for all of our guests who have joined us from around the world to spread good cheer. We know that for some of us, this is a stressful time, but have the faith and enjoy. Tune back in to hear these messages from our guests today. This is Dr. Jean Marie, Voice America Empowerment Show, Love Light host, coming to you from Voice America. We're grateful for the Voice America team who helps us shine our light and for spreading their light around the world. We're going to close out with a empowering rendition, a beautiful rendition, a traditional Christmas piano rendition by George Winston, The Holly and the Ivy. Peace and many blessings now and throughout the new year.
Thank you for listening to Love Light this week. Be sure to join Dr. Jean Marie Farish again for another program next Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Time and noon Eastern Time on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a wonderful week filled with love, self-worth, and better connections.